Welcome to another jam-packed episode of Up to Mischief. In this episode, the crew continues work on the executive upgrade. Izelle travels to Knysna, where she enjoys oysters on a yacht and finds out about the motoring culture along the garden route. We see what performance upgrades are happening in the workshop and showcase the Simola Hill climb parade. So sit back and relax and enjoy another jam-packed episode.
So you're probably looking for an update on our executive upgrade for the RX-8. Well, at this point, we're still waiting for paint to dry.
Okay, so how did we meet? This car, yeah. So this is a backdraft Cobra. Tony Martin, one of our racing driver aces, won Daytona 24 with Cyril van der Merwe. Him and a great team up in Durban manufacture backdrafts. And it's always been a dream of mine to buy a Cobra. Heaven knows why, but most people enjoy Cobras when they get into them. But this particular one is totally bespoke, out of the backdraft factory. This is genuine stainless steel, also done out of their factory. But I opted for the blacking out look and the modern headlight. But long story short, it's about, 4.5 years ago. I got the car after 11 months of being in build. Beautiful, didn't want to start, and it wasn't running nicely. So then I took it for its first service to a guy called Ross Nicholas, who's a Cobra Fundi. He owns Cape Cobra Hire. He said to me, there's only one guy that's going to sort this car for you. His name's Herman Manka. I said, okay.
Get me.
That you. I then got hold of Herman. He said, yeah, no, I can sort it out. 2 days later, long story short, car was absolutely perfect. Ran like a steam train, like I thought it would. And a friendship was formed there. And I noticed that he was really busy. I call it hamster wheeling. Just like Herman was all over. I offered to do a strat session, just to kind of explore what was possible with all of this innovation and passion. And Herman's an accomplished racing driver as well. So I asked him, when last did you race? He says, no, I don't get time to do that. When last did you do this? No, I don't get time to do any of this. So after the strat session, we came up with this, called Mischief Garage and Mischief Motorsport, which led up to this moment and Up to Mischief.
As Sean said, this is definitely the car that I first met him and that we got to know each other on. It's even saved on my phone as Sean O'Connell Backdraft. So you might ask, why have we got the car on the dyno today? The car's running fine, but we've been talking about management systems and upgrading the management system on it. Whether we go supercharger or not, we want to fit a decent management system to it. I think the car deserves that.
So what do you think it's going to push out, Hans?
I can't actually remember what it made. I think it made 350 or 360 kilowatts and 650 newtons, 640. Because it is, the literage is more, so the newtons we should be way clear of 600.
Yeah, and this is an LS motor. It's a stroker, originally 6.2, now 6.7.
It'll be nice to have sequential fueling and closed loop lambda and things like that to make it a bit lighter on fuel as well, because we go on long trips with it, or Sean goes on long trips.
It's got full BMW independent suspension, and it's an inch wider and longer than a standard Cobra. So kudos to Tony and his team. They build a mean Cobra.
Steering a bit, it's running out of fuel.
Fill it up, James, and I need 2.5 bar all round, please.
Here we go. So help me, Cobra.
All right, so we just ran out of fuel on the dyno. Like we said, it's a thirsty car, this. So yeah, the interesting thing that we just saw the dyno is if you finish fourth gear, you pass 250 k's an hour. So and we've finished fourth gear many times
in
on
Mexico.
The dyno. So no, it goes really well, but hopefully we'll clear 370 kilowatt when it's got some fuel in it. Sorry, the key, please.
Cash your card.
I'll give you a tip. If it's raining, put on a rain jacket.
This is why you have fun. This is you really want to feel the power. So what happens. The reason why I'm standing at the back is because it just breaks into wheel spin. It's too light at the back with this kind of power. So I'm going to put the likeness of me on the car for Ellen.
All right, so we did our first run on the car. It made 360 odd kilowatts, but the car was very, very lean. It was coughing, spluttering, and we had no fuel. So we thought it ran out of fuel. We put fuel in, and then the car was still way too lean. So we just plugged the laptop in. I richened the mixture up. We gave it a little bit more ignition timing just to see what power it'll make. And yeah, it picked up nice power. It just cleared 400 kilowatt, which is really nice. The strange thing is why it's lean, and hence the reason to upgrade the management system, that the car can trim itself as the years go on. So I'm not sure why the car was leaner, but over the 4 years it lost a little bit of its, maybe the fuel pressure changed or something did. But we've just corrected the fueling, and yeah, now it's making what a 6.7 with a nice wild cam should.
Well, as you can see, almost 50 kilowatt in stroke of a, I want to say a pen, but in the stroke of a laptop. That's mega. This car weighs about 890 kgs. So the power to weight ratio on this is, you can well imagine, is ginormous. I suppose we're going to have to be tempted to put in a Whipple charger. That's what, to scare us. We're probably going to go with more. It's one of our cars that we enjoy. It's the one that got us together and started Mischief. And yeah, I look forward to us making it even more scary. It's a great car and great tuner.
Do you need some more fuel, sir?
No, but you didn't do the tire pressure. And can you clean the window, please?
After the break, Izelle travels to Knysna for a yacht trip and meets up with a motoring enthusiast.
Now, I'm here with Evelyn at Ocean Odyssey in the most beautiful place, which is called Knysna Island. Knysna is one of my ultimate favorite places.
Welcome. I mean, we live in the most amazing place, and what a place to live and bring up your kids and run a business. It's super.
Ocean Odyssey, what is that all about?
So we operate a whale watching permit out of Knysna, and our coastline is significant in that we see amazing whales migrating through the winter months, and we get to showcase that to our visitors.
And Knysna is of course the home of the famous seahorse as well.
Absolutely. So it's a protected species. We have various protected species and unique species that you will come and see in this area, the pipefish as well, and various other fish stock that breed in our estuary. So it's a mecca for all types of enthusiast fishing, whale watching, you name it.
And then, of course, Knysna is also known for the Oyster Festival.
Yes, that's an annual event and it's been running for numerous years. And we have all sorts of enthusiasts that come down, mostly for the sporting, but they happen to enjoy a lot of oysters and obviously all the champagne that goes with that.
And tell me, Springtide, where does that fit in with Ocean Odyssey?
Okay, so it's our sister company. It's a yacht charter. We're the only monohull yacht charter company, and we do authentic sailing, and it's luxury leisure sailing. We go out through the heads, and a super one to do, especially to be able to sail on the Indian Ocean. So there's nothing like being on a yacht at sunset, sailing on the estuary, drinking a chilled glass of bubbly and toasting an amazing day on the garden route.
Now that sounds like a date to me. Now a little birdie called the oyster catcher told me you've got a little surprise lined up for me today.
Absolutely. We are going to be taking you out and you get to live a Knysna life and toast a beautiful day on the garden route with an ice cold glass of bubbly and see what it's like to live the yacht life.
So from here in Knysna Island, where do one go for that?
So our yacht departs from the waterfront, the Knysna Quays, and you'll see our boat moored right outside the dry dock restaurant, and our crew will be excited to welcome you on board.
Oh, I'm very excited, can't wait.
How are you, Sandy?
Hi, thank you. Welcome aboard.
So today I'm here with Will Fourie, a car enthusiast and collector along the garden route. Will, how did you get involved in the car industry?
Izelle, my first purchase was the White Mustang, the second car there. And it all started there. I just fell in love with the V8. To be honest with you, my cars are not all muscle cars. Some of these cars are seen as pony cars because the muscle car is defined by the size of that motor. So it's normally an oversized motor in the car. It makes it a muscle car. My cars are not original muscle cars, although we like to call them muscle cars because they do make you feel like, you know, those cars with power and muscle in them.
And it's also a bit of a confidence thing because these are all very good looking cars.
They are. They definitely have got their own personalities. And what is so great about these cars, whenever you're around on the streets, people make comments, they come and talk to you. There's a lot of older people that always come and tell you, listen, I used to have one of these. It's just amazing to see the enthusiasm with young and old with these cars. And I just really enjoy the whole vibe around them.
And specifically around the garden route, there's a lot of car shows, motor shows, there's breakfast runs. Do you take part in all of these kind of things?
I do. I'm personally a member of the Garden Route Motor Club. The Garden Route Motor Club is for everybody to join. We're not the only organisation out there that does this though. There's quite a few. We've got the George Car Show that's organised by a different party. We've got, we recently had the Setchfield Car Show that was organised by a different party. So there's so many enthusiasts and collectors around. Starting in George, you've got a collector of Mercedes-Benz. We go to Setchfield, we've got a collector there with amazing, beautifully restored American cars. Coming to Knysna, there's British cars, there's Jaguars, there's MGs, Austin Healey's, Aston Martin, you name it. We've got it all here. And I was so surprised when I came to the Garden Route and I saw the amount of people that's interested in cars and that's got that passion and that feeling. And I'm not talking a specific car. It doesn't matter. With our Cars and Coffee that we have once a month, we invite everybody. If you don't even have a car but you like cars, come and enjoy. Everybody's welcome. If you've got an old car, it's rusted, or you've built up something, you are welcome. We'd like to know what you have. Come and talk. We have coffee. We have a good conversation around it. And we've got such amazing venues all around the Garden Route, and we try and pick a different place every time so that we can also enjoy the scenery.
Now with that being said, very excited to have a look at these cars. Should we go have a look? Now I must be honest with you, this is by far my favorite.
I don't think I have got a particular favorite. They are all so unique. But this is a 1965 Mustang Fastback, and it surely does get a lot of attention. People love this car.
There is something about an old school vintage Mustang, let's just be honest.
True. It's really one of the cars that does something for young and old.
I think it's got the X factor, let's just call it that.
It does have the X factor. Izelle, this is a 1969 Pontiac Firebird. We've done this car up a little bit. I'd just like to show you something very interesting about this car. They've made this part of the nose of the car is then forming part of the bumper. So if you look at that and you look at this doesn't have a front bumper. That is seen, and it's one of the unique things about the 69. So this is a C6 Corvette. It's a 2006 model. I always say this is like a super bike. Once you start playing with it, you can't stop. It is such a good car to drive. So this one, it's a 2.3 EcoBoost Mustang. So it's a good looking car. It looks the part. It doesn't sound like a 5-litre, but it's still a beautiful car to drive.
Well, thank you for your time. Let's call it a wrap before the wind decides to blow us away. I'm sure I'll be seeing you on the road sometime.
Thank you very much for being here today. I really appreciate it. Believe me, if you look at this lineup here, we get up to quite a bit of mischief in the Garden Route as well. So don't count us out.
We'll be on the lookout.
Well, I mean, I don't know about oysters, but American muscle cars in the heart of the garden route, that sounds like my thing. After the break, I am left speechless at the Simola Hill Climb Parade. Well, we're currently in the middle of Knysna, and it looks like we're going to get a little bit up to mischief with a parade lap. We got all the people just hanging out on the sidelines. The cars are getting prepped. We can see some drift cars. We can see some cars that are about to do a little bit of fun stuff. So yeah, we can't wait to check this out right now. This is crazy, we just got the first car out, tearing it up, and right behind me we can have a wonderful car. Check it out, check it out, check it out. That was crazy, but listen, for my all-time favorite, R34 right now, this is what we came here for. Four-wheel drive, this man is going to take off, I tell you that much. Got another R35 pulling up. This is so iconic for cars that put out wild power, which is freaking incredible. This is a woman. Give it up. You can't get better than that and this. Right now we have an E46 M3, fully built roll cage, fin, diffuser, and we're gonna see what it's gonna do. I think it's still naturally aspirated, hopefully. With an iconic look like this, please be naturally aspirated. And it was naturally aspirated, wow. Listen, what car do we have here? Turbo S.
1911 Turbo S.
1911 Turbo S, you can't go wrong with that, eh?
No way, sir.
Enjoy, man. Well, we have a nice little TTRS here. Four-wheel drive, this sounds incredible also. A nice 5-cylinder. God. How crazy is that? That's next level. Man, that is crazy, honestly. I am lost for words. That was honestly insane. In the next episode, we see how far the crew gets with the executive upgrade. Izelle travels to Stellenbosch and enjoys the bustling atmosphere of Meraki. We see what performance upgrades are happening in the workshop, and the crew gets together at a Wacky Wednesday event. For any more information, visit our website uptomischief.co.za or follow our social media links. See you guys on the next episode.